Hi guys, and thank you for tuning in to On the Rocks with AO. Today we have Harriet.
I would need you to know my last name.
I didn't even
DHair. Who the fuck is that?
No, it's Harris. But I'm saying I was midway saying your first name and started saying your last name.
We have DHair Harry. Who is that?
Hi guys, thank you for tuning in to On the Rocks with AO. Today we have DeAndrea Harris. You may know her as DHair Boutique, the one, the only, you know what I'm saying? Different locations. Yeah. The big one, not the little one.
Not the little one. The big one, not the little one.
But no, for real, I'm like so nervous right now. Yeah. So, this is a podcast about real conversations, real things. So today we not on that gospel shit. We talk about some real shit. So, can you introduce yourself for us?
I ain't gonna lie. When she told me she was doing a podcast, I was like, this girl knows damn well she is not going to do no podcast and not going to be doing no talking. So I first want to say I'm very proud of you stepping out on this new chapter. And it takes a lot of courage because not only do I don't like to speak, she don't like to speak. So for her to do this, like, I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
But anyways, about me, I am the owner of DHair Boutique. I've been doing this for about 11 years now or whatnot, and I must say it's very rewarding. It's a challenge, but it is rewarding. I'm actually getting ready to open up a new store in New York this year. Actually, it's in the works. Brooklyn.
Okay, Brooklyn.
Yep. And not only that, what was I say before I lost my mind? So I did have my store in New York before, and then when COVID hit, it forced me to kind of close it down because at that time I was pregnant with my youngest son and just trying to run a business, being pregnant, and then with all the laws they required for us to shut down and you come work, and then I'm still paying people out of pocket. It was just too much. So I had to just do away with it. So now we're coming back, and this time we're back and we're better and we're in a better location. And I think everything is just about God's timing, honestly. Not trying to get too spiritual, but it is what it is. So I'm happy about that. It's going to be in Flatbush, right by the Barclays Center, walking distance. And then I have my store in Houston, which does really, really good. It's actually like, it's almost up there with Dallas. And Dallas has been open for over 5 years. The store in Houston is like literally probably neck and neck. And then I have Arlington. And then I do have some more places I want to open up. But right now, that's pretty much where I'm at with my journey.
Okay. Now, I'm not going to say from the jump we kicked it off because I know I was a little bit quiet, but we did get real close, like pretty fast. Like I fucked with you, but I felt like you could understand me because you always somebody like we have been through a lot of the same things. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that and what comes with that, especially like things you may see on social media or things people just talk, like what all comes with that.
So what I will say is really no rocket scientist, but what I can say is when with age comes maturity. So if I knew what I knew now, then I think it wouldn't be as difficult as the journey that we did, that we did have to go through. But what I can say is like a gift and a curse at the same time. Only things that I don't like is like every woman, I don't care what nobody say, everybody has been through something.
Okay.
You've been through something, I've been through something, I'm pretty sure he's been through something. Nobody can really judge nobody because we've all been through something. But when your loss is displayed in front of the public, in front of everybody, you don't get a chance to cry to yourself behind closed doors, or you don't get a chance to, maybe it's not as bad as the world may perceive it, but they're going to always intensify it and make it more deeper than what it really is, and then it makes it harder for you to fix your problems behind closed door because you're so focused on how the world perceive it or how others may think or what they feel or what your friends feel and all this other kind of stuff, when in reality, with what I know now, you just have to be very careful when you do vent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to be very careful with the people you share your stuff to, because at the end of it, you got to understand we're all human, so we make mistakes. When I go through things that I went through behind closed door, I feel like, oh, you're my friend, I'm going to talk to you about it.
Okay.
Or if this person is around and they might be your friend and we all sit around talking about it, and I'm going to talk about it with him. I'm talking about anybody who got an opening ear. But I also feel like as learning that, with me, what makes me work and what make my situation work is to stop talking.
Thanks.
Stop talking. Just stop talking. It's a situation like I'm in my relationship and my partner would do something simple. It could be something simple, me coming here and he done tick me off about something small, and I'm like, oh, girl, why did he just do when that's
so
I have to tell you that. I could have just let it just go and be bygones and go about my day. But instead I felt like I was an open book. And that's one thing my partner did teach me. He was like, you are so transparent about yourself with everybody. And nobody is like that with you. Nobody's giving their real you to them. Nobody's telling you they real losses, they real stuff they going through with their partner, or just real thing. But you're such a glass house and you tell everything, all your business. And then you wonder why everybody know all your business or everybody got something to say about your business. But if you just shut up, then they won't. And that is the realest thing. So I say that to say,
I feel like everybody deserves like one person throughout their lifetime that they can open up to, though. Like,
yes,
like
most definitely.
a friend, a boyfriend, or
but
cousin, something like.
But then you also, did you see that man where it was like, I have to take my friend. Matter of fact, I got it in my phone. Let me find it because it was so true. And it's so true because
it's a quote.
Because it's like with friends, like I'm the type of person, you can vent to me a million times about the same scenario, but then eventually I'm like, okay, now, friend, we gotta fix it. We gotta change something. But sometimes people don't want to change. And it's not that they don't want to change, but it's easier when you naturally. Yeah. And then not only that, sometimes people do want to be helped, but their heart is a motherfucker. I tell you that much.
Yes.
It is that when you're battling with your heart, that's why it's just best to not say what you're gonna do and just do it. Okay, so I found it. I've started using variations of this in assorted relationships too. Would you like opinions or just to be heard? How can I best support you right now? Do you want to brainstorm or for me, just listen? Also, being afraid to ask for a pause or cool off and come back. Because sometimes with our friends, they're not therapists. Your friends are not your therapist. So when we used to sit back and we just used to vent or just talk about stuff, like that shit was really just a lot for us all. Just always just venting about the same stuff. And it's like, if I sat down and knew what I knew, I think I would have just got a counselor sooner or a therapist or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And then I would just learn to just.
You have one?
I mean, I have one, but I don't go consistently.
But you have one.
But I do have one. I have one when I needed it.
It's helped, or like, I'm finna quit this shit, or like.
I feel like it's like going to a church. You got to go where you get fed at. So I feel like I can always find something better because it was just a place where I could just go and sit down and be like, this, let it out. But it really wasn't giving me a solution. It was just kind of like, okay, let me tell you, because I know for a fact I ain't got to hear about it, or it won't be accidentally thrown up, or it won't be mentioned, or it won't be said. So let me just tell you. And sometimes that's just best for me to just get it out because I deal with so much with just life, business, mommy, like it's just a lot in general.
That's what I want to get into too. Like dealing with just like the media or blogs, whoever, like just word of mouth, like how do you handle like the shit people be saying online?
I don't read it. I guess I don't read it. It's like, what can I respond to if I don't know?
But back then
I would want to go know.
But now, it took a while to learn.
It took me a lot. Like when I say I've changed so much, 22 broke me all the way down to just build me back up. And I'm not a people pleaser. I don't care what nobody think of me. I don't care if this person want to be my friend. I don't care if this person like me. I don't care what he's doing or what this person doing. I'm more so back into pouring and focusing into me, where when I get home, I'm tired. And when I'm on Instagram, like I'm on Instagram all the time, but if you go on my explore page, it's gonna show you hairstylist, hair,
Mhm.
hairstylist. It don't be all that. You know what I'm saying? I do go look up and see, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's a little part of my entertainment to see what's going on, this and that, because I do run a business. I do want to know who I need to do business with, who I don't need to do business with. But for the most part, you know, how about you? How do you deal with being dating somebody in the spotlight? Like,
knew when I got to that point when I was like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it.
yeah.
Because you came back to me a little bit later, like, I'm where you at.
Mhm.
It's like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. Like, I don't care.
I don't even-
Definitely, like, used to care. I feel like everybody, even though I can say I don't care, like, we still
care to a certain
extent. You know what I'm
extent.
saying?
Yeah.
But I'm to the point, like, mentally, when I see something online or hear something, like, I just, like, you don't got to respond to everything every time. I definitely used to respond.
Yeah.
But that's what people be wanting too. Like, they say some dumb shit. Like, they just want.
Yeah, want a reaction, you know. To me, and I could be wrong, but I just feel like I go to other cities and they support me so much more. But out here in Dallas,
All the haters.
yeah, and it's like, and I try not to say, but I think they feel like they see me, I'm the type of person, if I look at somebody and I'm inspired by them, I'm like, if they can do it, I can do it too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't ever look at them like, why them?
Yeah.
What you doing? Why she doing it? Or, no, let's not go support. I done had stylists tell people, that come in with my hair. I only use my hair when you know my hair is good. So why would you not even service the client because they have my hair? Like, that's hating to me. Mm-hmm. Or telling somebody, girl, they ain't even tag you on this post, but they should. That's hating to me.
But do they have their own hairline or something they're trying to promote? Or they just dry?
No, they're dry hating, trying to get in between a business structure deal. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, why are you hating? Or I could be decorating my store. You see D only decorating her store because I'm decorating.
Ooh,
Stop hating. You're not a blueprint. You're not on my mood board. You're not nothing I aspire to be, and like wholeheartedly, and not no shade, no tea. Cause we like, you know, but just being real, like, y'all not my mood board. You're not my inspiration. You're not who I aspire to be or look up and like, damn, I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's just not giving it. And I be want them to know, like, I have supported, I have referred, I have done it. I don't even work in the store. So can't nobody never say D said don't go here, don't go there. I don't do that. Because when I do business, I do it totally different from personal. Like, I got that master. I even tell the people say don't entertain, don't indulge in it. Because people just be looking for something so they can go back and run it, and we're not doing it. So I don't. I'm sorry, not my mood board. You're not my competitor. You're not my inspiration.
I feel a lot of females think that these days, you know, everybody think they the baddest.
Yes, and I hate that.
Ego thing.
And I hate that because then, and another thing is, you see some people that's on the internet and they always focus on, well, this person don't support me. This person, I'm not that kind of girl. I don't dwell on who don't support me. I'm just gonna find out who do. When you Google how many people it is in this world, you will realize to not be so focused on the ones that don't support you. I don't give a damn.
And you'd be surprised who is watching your shit, inspired by you.
Yes. And don't like and don't say nothing and don't acknowledge, but I am not about to get on social media and be like, oh, they not supporting me, oh, they don't who cares?
And that's not gonna change nothing.
It's not gonna change. It's not gonna make them, they're not gonna support you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or the next day. Or the next day. I don't give a damn if you don't support me, because there's so many other people that do. But I did want to ask you, because we haven't followed up on that, even though you're the question asker. How do you handle with dealing with somebody in the spotlight?
I think it took time because I couldn't handle that shit.
I said, how do you?
Like now, present day.
Yes, I have a deal with it.
I don't. I feel like I've changed over the years, but it took me like going through some shit to get to where I am mentally today. Because now I know shit I'm not gonna put up with, or like how you say you don't check the blogs. Like 4 years ago, probably yeah, check the blogs. But now, like, I don't give a fuck. Like they hated on Jesus.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
for
saying?
real.
Like,
and I'd rather be the one getting hate on, and then instead of the one that's hating on them, doing the hating.
And you don't get nothing out of that, so it's like,
yeah.
But I don't. To answer your question, I don't deal with it.
But how do that's what I'm saying?
I don't look at no blog.
But yeah, but when I had said, well, when we take losses, it's in front of everybody versus people who go through stuff privately behind closed doors. I feel like that's the only thing. It makes it
like your life is zoomed in.
It's zoomed in.
So you go through some shit.
Yeah, and that's I tell people all the time because it took so long. I didn't want people to know who I was behind my brand because I feel like people get so in touch with reality. They feel like you're up here. Don't put me on a pedestal, baby. I'm not Jesus. I'm going to fail you. Don't put me up there.
Right.
And don't think, oh, I got to be like this because she doing this or I want to do. No, don't put me up there because I'm not asking to be put up there.
We're human.
And I'm human. I make mistakes and I'm going to fuck up and I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? But don't put me there.
Yeah. So, my next thing, this is really like a general thing, not even just being with somebody specifically in the spotlight, but like I got travel a dating, like what, because y'all been together for a while, the person you're with, oh, hold on, I want to talk like about probably the most important thing to me, making a name for yourself instead of, oh, that's who do baby mama, oh, that's who do. I feel like that's the biggest thing a female should do when you are with the spotlight, because I feel like people try to make you lose your identity, and so shit, it's on you. Like you better get out there and do some shit.
Yeah, well, see, and that's the thing is what I was happy about when I came in my situation. I was already who I was. You know what I'm saying? So when people did like it's, let's just be real. It's different type of target audience.
Yes.
His target audience is different from my target audience. So when his target audience would try to put me in the box and say, so and so baby mama, my target audience, like, no, this is, she's been this, she's been had her business, she's been, you know what I'm saying, and not knocking the people who didn't, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, in a relationship, you're supposed to be able to feed off each other. So even if you don't have the name before you meet your partner, then yeah, you go in and you meet and you build your own name, and that's so forth. That's, you know, nothing's wrong with that. But for me, I was happy to be able to come in and have my audience, because sometimes when you can't coexist and you're just looked at as one. So when this person fucks up, right? Now everybody don't want to support and mess with you because they look at you as this one, but no, I'm my own individual.
Right.
So I get a chance on writing my own story. You know what I'm saying? I am who I am, and I'm real big on how anybody carry theirself, their name. You know what I'm saying? You are in control of your own narrative.
Yeah, I think that's like the most important thing is having your own identity, where you are with somebody in the spotlight. Shit, I wasn't well into my career like how you were before you met him, like, so, but I did have like certain shit I wanted to. I had a plan for sure, like when I got with him, but before I got with him and after I got with, like, I never not wanted to work or whatever. So, I think as long as you got goals and like real plans, your own shit going, that's a different feeling too. When you got your own shit, like that's just extra. You know what I'm saying? Like we adding together. You know what I'm saying? Like take it, like have your own shit. Yeah, that shit hit different.
Always, because you never know when you got to be the backbone for them.
Right.
Sometimes it may not be good for them. You know, that don't mean like, oh, because it's not going good for you that I don't love you anymore and I'm going to bounce. When you're a real woman, you're going to sit there and you're going to pick up the slack for your partner and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always encourage anybody, any woman to, it's okay for the man to provide and take care, but have your own shit too. So when shit go wrong, or
you still
we know how when men want to get in their ways or whatever, we see them when because you don't know what you do. A broken heart can give you something different all day long. Because if you can see in the media when you have these people that's been together for years and years and years and years and years, and then as soon as the mama don't want to be with them, then I'm not doing this for you, I'm not doing it. You don't know what you're doing. You got a broken heart. A broken heart is a motherfucker. It really will change you and change some shit up. You know what I'm saying? That's with love life. That's with friendship. Having a broken heart will change a lot of stuff. So now that's why I don't ever say what a person won't do. That comes from friends or men. I never say what one person won't do, because you don't know. So that's the reason why I always stand on having my own stuff. So just in case I don't move at your beat, my life still goes on. You know,
life gonna keep
life gonna keep on.
You'll be sad for how sick, but you used to always say like, pick it back up.
Pick back. I give myself 2 minutes to cry, and then it's back. It's back to Tupac. Like I literally, and I stand on it. Like
that's good. That's good. That's what's up. I also wanted to talk. I already got to memorize my help. So like balancing all of that, like I know you say you don't care about like the pressures of the media, but just, you know, people like even when shit going wrong, that's what I want to talk to you about, like being a business owner and what comes with that. Like maybe from even being with somebody in the spotlight, or just from shit, you know, motherfuckers just hating on you. Like how do you balance that with still, you know, you got kids as well, like family as a whole? How do you do it? Everything.
Okay, so that's one thing I can say is extremely hard, and I'm still trying to learn it. But one thing I did read on is getting a schedule. So, because sometimes the last day I've been running around talking about why am I so tired? Why am I so sleepy? And that's because I would let life and people stretch me thin. So now I'm to the place where I'm like, let me give me a schedule, a set schedule, so that way I can have time for my kids. I can have time for my partner. I can have time for my business. And I can also have time for myself. But when you don't have that structure, you're going to fail. So I literally had to sit down, give me a calendar, and write down, okay, I'm doing this today, or I'm doing this, or this is what I have aside for my kids and stuff. That's just like now, it was kind of hard for me to get up and come out the door, because it's like, well, the day before that, I was gone. And then the day before that, I have campaign shoots. And then my kids are kind of like, Mommy, why are you always leaving? Why are you going? This and that. And that's kind of hard because they don't understand it when they kids. They don't care about the latest cars, the houses, and the shoes and the clothes, all that kind of stuff. They really want your time, you know. So that is very hard. I know a lot of people like get you a nanny, but what I want to do, if anybody know out there, a nanny. I don't want a kid. I don't want a college girl, and I don't want nobody that's in the mix. I don't want you young. I don't want you in the mix. I'm looking for a nanny, somebody that can travel with me so my kids can be with me. So once I finish doing what I'm doing, then boom, they can just be right there. I don't have the answers all the way to that. All I do is know is a calendar, schedule it, and I try not to run myself thin. Sometimes I just say no to people as much as I want. I'm like, no,
make time for yourself too, right?
What about you being a new mom? Like, well, a mom from 0 to 3 kids now. How do you do it?
Like, shit, when I had my baby, I feel like I was well experienced.
And so how do you juggle that with all 3 of them?
Shit, I'm good. I work while they in school, 8 to 5. On top of that, like the other like real estate shit I'm doing. It's just extra. My schedule is around them though, so like I can do everything with them. I can be everywhere I need to be with my family, with work. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I balance out pretty well. But I feel like the main thing with that, as far as balancing, is you should definitely make time for yourself. Like, whether that's being with friends or a date night or like anything, just like some me time. You know, you like getting dressed. I love getting dressed up, stuff like that, like going somewhere or whatever. So I feel like that's very important to and prioritizing, but balancing life and work. Also, don't know if you want to talk about this, but things that come with being a business owner.
Yes.
Because you go through a lot of shit. And you do it behind the scenes and you just hold yourself so well. So kudos to you because
Because I also think I blame my mama with that tough love because she never gave me a chance to be soft. I was always a real nigga every time. So it's like when I go through stuff, I've been through a lot with my stores breaking into, my stores being burned down, all that kind of stuff. And I literally give myself, what I tell you, 2 minutes. If I'm a cry,
Yeah.
I do that. And then I'm like, it's like a psycho woman. I look in the mirror and I fix myself up and I'm like, okay, show goes on, bitch. The show goes
You do.
on. That's how I do it every time. Every time when something break my heart or something, I'm gonna scream, I'm gonna get it out. Either it used to be through doing weird, crazy shit, or now I don't really just get to a place where I would just scream. I'm like, keep it, the show goes on, bitch. What's next? What's next? I'd be like,
I feel like that's
what's
growth
next?
too.
Yeah.
Like I used to worry about shit. Now I just like, I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah. So and then I also learned everything it's an inconvenience, but it can be fixed. So that's why it's a big deal to structure your business the right way. So when people want to break in my store, I'm gonna get a check. You want to burn my store down, I'm gonna get a check. You want to come in and you want to steal some hair, I'm gonna get a check. So I make it count every single time when somebody want to play with me. You want to play? Okay, so I'm gonna get paid for playing. So today is a day I always tell myself, okay, so today I'm gonna get paid for playing. I'm about to get paid. I'm about to get paid. See, but it took me, but I had to still keep going. See, sometimes people they get broken into or something happen. That be everything they have. But that's why I budget. People be so quick trying to live for social media or live for everybody else's appearance, but they probably like, D, well, you ain't got a Birkin. Baby, I can go buy every color of a motherfucking Birkin if
I feel like that's what people priorities for.
Yes.
Yo, mine's bad, bitch. Poverty.
Yes.
Other
yes,
shit.
Exactly. I have a house. I own a property in Arkansas. I own my house in Dallas. Like my cars are almost paid for. Like that's where I'm on, but the world is so weird now. You know what I'm saying? And I had to learn it just by being around certain people. Like, you really not who you supposed to be. I post who I am. I don't fake it till I make it. Like, what people see, what people see with me is what it really is. It's what it really is. But on the internet, that is a lot of fake, fraudulent shit. People post up in front of people's cars. People go run in the store and take it people are really doing it. And I would never be that girl. So they ask people questions, why you don't have a Birkin? I don't want to buy from a consignment store. I want to get it actually at the Hermes store. I don't want to get taxed on it because the purses are really 10. I'm not paying 20 and 30 when I know it's really $9,000-$10,000. So I will wait when a salesperson call me to get it. That's it, because I am big on investments. So those purses are good investments in Rolexes, like watches, the plain James. Like those are becoming investments that I'm getting into too. But just because I don't have one doesn't mean I can't afford to get one.
Yeah. Cause shit don't be expensive. Yeah. But investments is a way. Yeah. So your mentality, I always tell people like you 100 steps ahead of people. Cause just like when that PPP loan during pandemic, people buying designers, buying sections.
That is for people with payroll protection. By the way, I got mine and it went to payroll. Okay.
I'm talking about because they get it for their business and they don't.
Yes, and they don't use it right. They get it to stunt. No, I'm not doing it. I don't care what people think. Like that's another thing. When I go out, what I find myself enjoying going out more at the gay clubs or at the biracial. Is it biracial? I don't want to say words that be like racist, but. Because I think saying all white clubs or, you know what I mean, not the so urban clubs, you have the most fun there because they getting in there, they getting fucked up, they getting drunk, they having a good time. You go in the black club, it's like a fashion show. Who drippy the most, who got the most jewelry, got all this. And I be looking like y'all really don't have it. I really do have this, but I don't care to let y'all know that I have it because can we just get fucked up and have a good time?
This is real life.
Yeah, this is real life.
I don't care about show.
Yeah, they want to look like.
That's why they say Bill Gates gonna wear a white t-shirt and some blue jeans. But I feel like, especially in this city, it might be other city, I don't know. But I feel like females be looking at other females in competition. They looking at what you got on. They looking at everything.
I
Females
always hear the
petty.
weird stuff people saying. I'm like, baby, I'm not your competitor. If y'all want to put me in the game, it'll get serious. But I really be so humble because I don't want to be a competitor. I don't want to compete. I'm not in the game to
Right. It's not
outflex you
competition.
or do this. Like, and they be
That's
really
how you
on
don't even
that.
know.
Yes, I don't even know that we're in a tap me in, at least put me in the game so I can know, so I can give it to you. Because I'm not even giving it like it's supposed to be given. Like, tap me in and put me in the game. Yes, I never knew it was
I feel like a lot of females have a mentality too. Like either just real envious or like it is a game to them. It's competition and it's like I'm not on it.
I have literally paid for stylists and I be liking at work. Come support them. Campaign shoots. Now I be having to fly my teams in because the people in Dallas, not trying to put y'all all in the box, but like majority of y'all, I just don't understand. And I never really spoke on this, but since we are recording and we're talking, like I do want to kind of get this out so maybe I can get a little feedback from the girls. But I understand, like I had this one girl, I had a photo shoot, booked her. Send call sheet information, everything. She act like she never. Oh my God, I never knew this number was a weird number. Okay, so now we're on the phone. We hear your voice. We telling you, are you on your way? I'm on my way to the shoot. You know, I'm gonna step. Keep in mind, the hairstyle is the important factor on my campaigns.
Right.
Never showed up. You told me. You just said I'm on my way. And now you want to like on my pictures and be cool. Now I can't even be cool with you because it's weird. Yeah, that's
and why
that's
did you
weird.
call me acting like
You could have just said, "Hey, I'm not even gonna come." Not gotta sit around looking like a loser, thinking you finna come. Just say you can come. So it's weird. It's stuff like that. So
I feel like even with like I ain't gonna say that because I said no gossip, but like just I mean everybody know like shit in the media like a lot of it be people from your own city like hating on you or killing these people in their own city. Like
yes,
it's crazy how it be your own city.
Yes, it's the own city, but I don't know. But you know what? The key to me, because people always go, "Well, how I do it?" I stay consistent, and I don't focus on the people that don't. I want to stretch that importantly, wholeheartedly. Like I literally put the energy on towards the ones that do want to support and do want to be with me because like I told Greg in New Year's, this is my saying, I'm not kissing no ass and sucking nobody's dick to spend my money with them. That's just what it is. I'm not doing none of that. It doesn't make sense. I'm not begging you to, can I please spend my money with you? No, baby, I'm not begging you to do business. I just find somebody else, get somebody else to do it. That's where I've been at with it.
That's true. So also, no, y'all been together like what, 2 years longer than us?
Yeah.
Years and change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so y'all been together for a while. I wanted to talk to you about how do you maintain a long relationship? Because, you know, some shit may just get boring, some shit may just get old, like some shit may start bothering you down the road. Like, how do you, whether that's travel, like what keeps that spark, that flame lit?
And I think that's normal when you with somebody for a long time to sometimes lose interest, in one another. But what I can say that has helped us tremendously is we had a reality check. We just had a reality check and that helped us a lot, our reality check. I'm not gonna get deep into it, but that helped us a lot through our whole situation. But another thing that we do now that kind of keeps the flame going, I think you got to know your partner first. So it's not about what you just like. You also have to meet in the middle. So for me, I like to travel. So he knows that, okay, she wants to go take a trip, so we're going to have to take a trip. So my whole thing is, that's my love language. I like to travel, and it also makes me feel good. It gives me like a good happiness. Like, I know February coming up. I'm excited about my trip. Like, I know we're about to go out, and I'm about to tell you about a little off the camera, but I just think that traveling is just where it's at. Like,
can you say where you're going? Destination?
I'm gonna go to Punta Cana. We're gonna go after the
Oh, you love that place. You ain't Punta Cana yourself today?
No, I love Punta Girl, I was going to Dominican Republic. I was going to the DR. That's different.
Is DR.
No, but Punta Cana, they
are the capital.
They're the same, but still going to Dominican Republic, you ain't doing one thing and one thing only is getting your ass on the table. That ain't nowhere you just going to, let me go out there and go have a good time. But Punta Cana is like, you got your water. You got your...
I did DR right.
Yeah, you didn't. You did.
Actually, I never been there to I love Dubai. We have a blast.
Me too. We did. I love Dubai. That's somewhere I wouldn't mind going again. I'm going to go again. Dubai is definitely that. That's a good vibe. I think I'd Jamaica myself to death.
I want to go to Egypt.
I want to go to Egypt too.
Africa.
I was just saying y'all said something about y'all doing a group trip.
Yeah.
Dubai is like a good vibe.
I don't want to do no group trip.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just be a lot. It's probably a good vibe and it's just y'all too.
But I feel like because I want to go to Bali, people be on them ATVs riding through the little waterfall mountains.
See, I ain't done it, but I've been to Bali. I went with Angela and them. I think I want to go. I wanted to go again. I had found this stupid house during my birthday, and I'm trying to debate what I'm gonna do for my birthday because I'm in the middle of, like I said, as much as I want to do it and celebrate with people, I told you I got out of that people pleaser stage. I'm kind of like, I just want to do something for myself. And I don't want to have to do nothing and come to everybody because when I went to Jamaica, I had rented this big ass villa for so many people and spent all that money and nobody really was there. And I'm just like, is it y'all birthday or mine? I'm not doing it no more. So I'm really
like, let's not do a group. Yeah. But we ain't in a group in a long time. But I feel like Bali, it's like a lot of shit to do. So probably cool if we don't. But he like, nah. Yeah, he over this shit.
Yeah, just go because it's a lot because you got so many personalities, so many couples, everybody on their own different journey. Then I ain't gonna lie, sometimes it can also get in it to each his own. But if you in this situation, you're in a good place. So you're in a good place with your man, right? And then you with this other group and they couple, they really not in a great place.
You always say that. I personally don't ever feel like that. But
but then sometimes say he do. But then sometimes it trickle off because then it make you get to thinking. And I've even heard other people say that when they find out that somebody's going through something and then it make them recipher and they being strong for them, and then it make them rethink what they went through, and then they trigger. But that's what I'm saying. It depends on the person. That might not be for you, but you can't say that it's for everybody else. So then, and then you naturally, then, you don't want to see somebody that you care about being constantly hurt. So then you're trying to be the man in the middle and be the mediator. And it's like, who would be the mediator on a trip? And then it just becomes too much. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like when everybody get their self healed fully, then group trips.
How do you know when you're really fully healed, though? So you can't.
You don't know that, but like how I always told you, like you said, you can see growth. I didn't have to tell you, oh, I changed. You can see it on your own. Just like I didn't have to say, oh, I see change in him. Like, can't nobody tell, unless I tell my partner, you can't never say, I changed. It's not for you to say. It's for us to determine. I should see that in the
your action is going to speak like
yes. You can't tell me I'm changed because sometimes people haven't changed. You just haven't been put through the same situation that'll piss you off. So you might feel like, ooh, girl, I handled this totally different. You don't know until it come back around to you in the same situation and you actually handle it different. You can't say I changed and you ain't been through the same shit again to even know how you're going to handle the situation differently.
That's what I was going to say.
I've been tested where I've been through shit that I know that had me react one way and I reacted a different.
I feel like a lot of times we be like, oh my gosh, this person going through this, I would never do that. It's so easy to say when you're outside looking in, but when you're in that situation,
it's totally
gonna make you do something
crazy ass shit. Yes, exactly. And so that's the reason why it's just not really good to just really judge because I mean, like I said, everybody go through shit and been through shit. You know what I'm saying? And one thing for me, I don't laugh at another person's pain. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna laugh like, oh, that's what it's not what she get. You know what I'm saying? There's just some, but.
No, I think that's
say to keep my flame lit is just basically meeting my partner where he's at versus mine is just meeting somebody love language.
That balance.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Finding a balance with your partner. That's good.
Yeah.
That's also what I wanted to talk about actually is growth. I know, knowing you personally over the years, I have seen how you have changed, especially within the past 12 months. Like literally the past 12 months. I've seen the most growth inside that last year.
Yeah. I think also with me is, like you said, when you get older, you just your mindset, it changes drastically. So, for instance, one of my pet peeves used to be I always, when it was time to communicate, I would be loud. Being loud don't make you right. And I always felt like I had to get the last word, or it's more so like when I was communicating, it's always to be right. And when you're communicating with people, you're not gonna always be right. You're supposed to communicate with understanding, not to just be heard, or not to be the, or just, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm in a place, people have their mind made up. And I used to be the one that want to change when your mind is made up, to make you see the way I see it, or to feel the way I feel. And that's not my job. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you what it was, and you're going to either believe it or not. And if you don't, that's for you and God. It's not for me. Yeah. It's for you. I'm not going to keep going on my way. If I keep it and I'm being genuine and solid and telling you this is what it is, and if you want to keep trying to explain to me how that's not what that is, that's not for me. That's for you and God maybe to figure it out, because I'm telling you wholeheartedly what it is. So now when I have a communication with my partner, and if something bothers me, I'm going to tell him how I feel, and then he can tell me how he feel. But now I don't try to tell him to make him feel like, oh, you wrong and I'm right. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? This is just what it is. And then sometimes I ask, so what is this conversation for? Is it to see who can yell the most, or is it to see who really right? Because I'm not here to try to make you seem like you're right, because my mind is made up. So whatever I think at the end of the day, it is what it is. Yeah. You can tell me the sky is blue, and if I think it's pink, it's pink. So, and I've learned that with people. So now I don't even argue anymore. So now something that it might come off as nonchalant or whatnot, but I'm listening to you. And sometimes I have to calm down to receive it, instead of, so if you tell me something and we arguing and this and this and that, I'm not going to receive it. Yeah. I'm going to receive it. But when I calm down and I can think about it, I'm thinking, yeah, I could have handled it different, or I could have done it this way different, instead of ran. So now when somebody just, I'm like, you know what? You're right. Or you know what? And if I don't think you're right, I'm just gonna get quiet. I'm not gonna have nothing else to say, and then that gives me a chance to think. Like,
I feel like that's rational. Where you have the most power too. Is
yeah.
You ever notice like certain people? I'm gonna give an example. Certain people on social media who probably like have a reaction to things or explain themselves a lot. Like, you don't really care for them people, but them people will be quiet and ain't got much to say about this happened to them, and it ain't, you can't even get a response from me. Mm-hmm. I feel like there's so much power in that. Like, yeah. Can't nobody control your reaction, your mood to anything. Like, you that at peace. And I feel like there's a lot of power in it.
That's true, because I had a situation, a family member did something to me, and I'm like, I want to tell them, but then I have to realize what kind of person it is. I'm like, no matter how I tell them, they're going to still see something wrong. So it's like, do I want to just tell them what they're wrong and lose the relationship, or do I just sweep it under the bridge? Now, sometimes I do feel like some things have to be addressed, but everything don't require to be addressed. You just learn where to place people now.
So what are your future plans with DHair Boutique? What are some things also? I'm not your therapist. Fuck that. What are some things with DHair Boutique that you want to do in the future? Maybe we can expect from you business-wise, even outside DHair Boutique. Anything you got in the works?
I'm glad you asked that, because what I'm working on, I'm about to get another brand partnership with someone that's from New York, Brooklyn area. So y'all got to stay tuned for that. I'm actually excited about that one as well, with opening my store. I'm also, another thing is that I've been working on, it's been formulated in France. I'm coming out with a hair perfume.
That's dope. I love hair perfume.
Yes.
Nobody wears.
Yes. Nobody thinks about it. They don't have it. So, and no hair companies have it. And I'm doing it more like of a high end type of vibe. And the name was so great. Okay, so in France, cheveux is hair in France. So I'm putting D cheveux. So it's still DHair, but it's in France.
That's cute.
And that way I can network it and move it around to all of it. So I hope to go out there to France to see what they kind of put together or whatnot. So I have that. And then probably just stick to open up one store, which is in New York, but I do plan on opening up more. I want to go to Atlanta next. Okay. After that.
And it might
My hair
Yeah,
perfume
what?
too. People be sleeping on it. That's why I was like, I'm about to wake up like our community on that
Yeah.
because it's a big thing. Because my biggest thing is sin. You know what I said when I smell you? I was like, oh, you make me want to just turn gay. Like
Okay, yeah,
the smell, it just smells so good. So like I'm a sucker for scents. Like I love anything that smells good. I like my man to smell good. I like me to smell good. Like that's one thing. Candles, perfumes. That's like my whole thing.
That's what's up. That's different. Like I said, I use fucking day oil because it smells so good as my perfume. So that's what's up. But we rambling. We on a hen dog and dark. So thank
And an
y'all for
empty
tuning in. You know, pizza.
Oh, I did.
She had a slice. Anyways, thank y'all for tuning in. We're on the rocks with Ayo and
Empty.
That was dope.
Yeah.
Empty class.
Yeah.